her a little bit.
I really do enjoy what I do, regardless of what happens during the day, what drama, whatever comes in my doors. I really do enjoy working with the kids. And that, more than anything, just watching them as they're opening up and letting themselves do things in here that they've never gotten to do before.
Now this next one is maps, and we know that maps aren't always in nonfiction books, so we're just gonna look through, Lila and I together, because we're partners, we're gonna look to see if we see any.
In kindergarten, I love watching them come in with hardly anything. So they come and they know how to write their name, they know their, some letters, some sounds, but watching them come in at really almost very basic, and they leave and they're readers. They're reading, they're able to write 5 sentences at a time. So the huge growth you see is what I find most rewarding in kindergarten.
Not too long ago, we worked with the glass and water and rubbing the tops of the glasses and making sounds. And these kids were playing with the water and everything. It was a mess. But they were just figuring out, and all of a sudden somebody goes, "This is the most fun I've ever had." And listen, and figuring out that the vibrations, the water would vibrate as they did it. And, oh, there's the vibrations, and what they've learned in science was coming into music now. And just so watching how that all clicked and the ahas was just, it was just amazing to watch.
So from day one, I want to start to build a relationship where that student in my classroom feels super comfortable to come in and say, "Gosh, this is fun place to be. Mrs. Blad cares about me. She knows what I like." So learning is something that, oh, I don't have to do it just like the friend sitting next to me. I can be a little bit different, and that's okay. So we celebrate our differences.
Well, I think Dennis is a great teacher because, if you look in his space here, he's very innovative and he's very equitable in terms of having opportunities for students and providing access to students in terms of the instruments that he used to give students the opportunity to explore music and to find that appreciation for music. And kids come in here during their recess time to practice on instruments on their own time when they could be out at recess playing football or whatever, but they chose to come here to do that.
So here's the music lab. We're going to start here with the 8-channel soundboard, where some of the students, some of the boys especially, have figured out how to run the soundboard, how to set it up. Electronic drums. There's some kids who would love to sit at a drum set. What's really nice about this is they can put the headphones on and nobody hears them but themselves. The keyboards, we have both the keyboards and the guitars here. They learn conventional notes, as well as YouTube has some very interesting ways of showing students how to play both guitar and the keyboard.
Breanna's very passionate, as all teachers are. They're here to make a difference in the world, to make a difference for kids, and I see that every day in Breanna. And this summer, one thing that she did was she did some extensive research on choice seating, and took it upon herself to do that research and make some changes within her own classroom, and saw what great benefits it would be for her children.
I did lots of research on flexible seating. I wanted to see what's the benefit. Is it really going to help my students focus in the classroom, or is it going to be more of a distraction? So I worked with a teacher from Weaver, and we kind of brainstormed a lot of different ideas together. And we're like, okay, this research, it's looking like it actually helps students collaborate, it helps them be focused, it helps them get to learning right away. So we thought, let's try it out. And it has been life-changing in the classroom. I noticed students getting to work within seconds versus them getting to their table spot, talking to their neighbor. And I think it's just simply giving them a little bit of power. So in the classroom, if you give students power, in return, you get so much more, because they feel like, oh, I'm getting to make the decisions. I can sit where I want, and it's been the best thing I've ever done. I will never change, because it's been awesome.
And I think the arts and music allow them to be creative and to figure things out that they didn't know they could do.
But every day is so fun because they're excited to come here to learn, and if I'm excited, they're also excited. So coming to work every day I also learn something. So to learn something and to grow with little 5-year-olds I think it's one of the best jobs in the world.